welcome to my channel Styled by Sheyda. In this week's video, I will be talking to you about boots. So what I have done, this is basically this month's product review and Sheyda's pick, where I have scouted the market a little bit and tried to find the same style, very similar to each other at different price points. And I've been noticing that this past couple of years, gray boots seem to be the trend, and people seem to like them because it keeps coming back, and especially the ones with the wooden heel. So that has been the focus here, to keep it to the color gray and then try to reflect back to that traditional cowboy boots, but with a little bit of a twist, definitely with the wooden heels. So starting off with the very first product, or the first boots that I have, the brand of these are Lexi and Abby, and they're from the Bay, and they retail for $89. Obviously at that price point, these are not real leather. However, I do really like the shape of the heels here. They've really done a good job, and I do like the color of it. One thing that I would say is good, well, it's very plasticky. That's one of the things you notice with it immediately as you see it. But one thing that is good with these is, like, in case you are a girl with a little bit of a heavier feet, this is the perfect shoe for you because you actually can get in by zipping it up at 2 spots. But it's $89, it's plastic, I don't know. The next style is from Steve Madden, and I really like the shape of this, and I wish they hadn't done this because honestly the front of it is probably my most popular shape when it comes to the front of it, and how they have gone a little bit darker here, and it seems to be a little bit more sturdy as well, so you're not going to slip and fall when you wear these. And I do like the little bit of a detailing with the metallic detail here at the back. It looks really chic, and it's like an added touch to it all. But again, I'm not so sure about the opening here, but this one retails at $90. So in comparison of if you are within that price point, whether you want to purchase the one at $89 or $90, then I would definitely go here because these actually look more real than these ones here. And again, if you have a little bit of a thicker lower, ankle, then you can still get into this because you do have the opening. But I really don't know how practical this is on a rainy day. The next style that I have are called Fergalicious. Again, these are also a brand that are sold at the Bay, and they retail for $120. I like the little buckle here on the side, and again, it has the elastic for you to easily put it on, and obviously it zips open. And the front of it is a little bit rounded. I'm not so sure about, the thinness of the sole here, because from my experience, usually when a shoe has got too thin of a sole, it starts burning my feet after, wearing it during the day, especially if you're walking around the streets or a mall. It seems like it's just too thin and it doesn't protect your feet enough. The heel, again, it has got that shape that I really like. And again, I like the color of it. So the coloring and the detailing of it is really nice. And I like how they have gone a little bit rusty and stressed look. The next one up are these ones, and they are from Aldo, and they retail for $130. So again, the boot, the wooden heel is a little bit darker. It has got that nice shape, which is not too chunky, it's just enough. The sole is a little bit thicker, which I tend to appreciate. And again, these are super comfortable and they're very simple. I try to keep my shoes really simple, especially when it comes to everyday, so you can match it to more outfit than just a few. The next one is from Nine West, and these retail for $180. So suddenly the price goes up a little bit. They have a little bit of a studs on the side. It's not as, again, it's the wood. It has got the beautiful, which is my favorite. It goes in a little, slants in a little bit at the back, and it's straight here, so it's not too chunky. And it has a little bit more protection at the front sole. I like the top stitching here. It kind of gives it that little bit of a authentic, what I would say, cowboy look. And yeah, again, keeping it simple. And I'm gonna double check again whether these were leather or not, but I will put it in my blog with further details on the products. They are comfortable. I have tried them on and I've kind of walked around with them. These were really comfortable too. So these are at $180. The most expensive one are from Town Shoes, and it's this brand that's called Louise is C. I really like how they've kind of mixed suede with a little bit of a leather. I do like that detailing. It looks beautiful, and they have the little branding here. Again, it's a little bit what I would say narrower at the front, which I tend to like, especially if you are more of a petite girl, or you know what, any girl. It just makes you look taller and slimmer if the front of your shoes are more pointed rather than rounded. But if you want it for everyday shoe, I mean, you know, comfort before style, and at some time, especially if you're going to wear them as everyday shoes, then by all means go for the one that have got a rounded front. One thing that's a little bit of a drawback on this one is the shape of the heel. They have gone for the very chunky and not that traditional cowboy, which is slanted at the back and straight here. And they've decided to go shiny versus matte. Not necessarily my taste, but overall, I really like the style of it and how they finished it, and I really like the gray suede. It's really, really nice. But then again, majority of these shoes are suede, so you need to take extra care. Get the spray that's needed to take care of them, especially when people put salt, you know, on the ground in the winter, and you don't want to ruin them. So these are the 6 styles that I'm sharing with you, ranging from $89 and going all the way up to $235. That's pretty much seem to be the price range for these, especially because they have been around for some time. But they seem to be a trend that is popular, which is why retailers are still having them around, and they kind of try to put a twist to it and make a little bit of changes to it every season, and it keeps coming back every fall. So now it's time for Sheyda's pick. And having taken a careful look at these, tried these on, walked around with them, my pick is going to be, which one's going to be? It's going to be these ones. So I choose the ones from 9 West, and the reason I chose this as Sheyda's pick is specifically because of the shape of the heel. It's matte. It has got that, what I would say, rustic wooden look. It has a thicker sole. I really like the top stitching here. Not the biggest fan of this, but I kind of do sacrifice that a little bit of what I would say style faux pas for the comfort and the thickness of the sole, because at the end of the day you want them to be comfortable, because these are your everyday shoes. And I like how they discreetly cover the zipper here, and it's a suede, and so it's real leather. So these are my pick. And that brings us to the end of this week's video, and I hope you enjoyed it and now have a better idea where to buy your specifically gray ankle boots from. So see you all next week. Until then, don't forget to share, like, and subscribe. Bye.